Assalamu alaikum guys, inshallah doing well. I don't have much wisdom to share with you guys today because I just this morning has been pretty long. I just finished a real estate interview with a real estate startup based here in Abu Dhabi in UAE. So since I don't have much new information to give you guys, I will go over the real estate presentation that I presented. So in this real estate presentation, what did I talk about? I talked about the things that I learned over the past 2 weeks from two Udemy courses as well as a bunch of YouTube videos. So I'm literally getting the real estate presentation open right now. And I'm gonna walk you guys through everything you need, everything I learned about real estate in literally the past 8 days. So let's go ahead, Bismillah. So I introduced myself in case they forgot about me. And then I went over the two Udemy courses that go over fundamentals of analyzing real estate investment. So that is being in the investor's perspective. Why would I invest in this property? You know, what are the returns I'm going to get? How do I actually know which property to invest in? So that's the fundamentals of analyzing real estate investments. Investment, by the way, is let me search up the definition of investment. Because I've heard some people saying investment is haram. Investment is the action of investing money for profit. So let's see if we can have investments examples in. Okay, so Islamic investing, halal investing, involves financial decisions that align with Sharia law, prohibiting activities that involved interest, riba, excessive uncertainty, gharar, and unethical industries. So what do I mean excessive uncertainty? Uncertainty like gambling. Gambling, you might think of it as investing your money, but because there's so much uncertainty, then that's why it's haram, right? And then interest is when you ask for more money because someone paid you late. That is what interest is. But one thing that isn't haram, let me just double check it. Let me just double check this. Okay, it is permissible. This is from Islamic Area, by the way. I have it open. If someone wants to pay you in installments, it is permissible for you to ask for more money if they pay in installments than the original price if they paid, in cash. Secondly, if the buyer who is paying installments paid late on a particular date, you cannot charge more for that. That would be interest, because you need to agree on something, okay? If you agree that if he agrees that if he pays, at this date, then he pays this much, then that is permissible. But if he is late and it's not something he has agreed upon, then you can't ask for more from him. It is the riba. You have to wait and give it. And then in Surah Al-Baqarah, and if the debtor is in a hard time, has no money, then grant him time till it is easy for him to repay, inshallah. So yeah. just covering investments and the riba just there. So what I learned in real estate are these very important concepts to actually analyze how effective a real estate investment is. So internal rate of revenue, how effective your investment is at returning that money back. So let's say in 10 years you got $1 million. It would actually be better if in 2 or 3 years you got $1,000. I mean, it depends on the actual investment. I'm just giving an example here, because if you have to wait 100 years before getting, all of this money, then it's actually better for you to get that money, to get less money quicker, because then you can reinvest that. So that is internal rate of revenue, how quickly you're getting that investment back. And then cash multiple, how much are you actually going to get out of it? Net present value, let's say you get $1 million in 100 years. In 100 years, that $1 million is not going to be worth anywhere near as it's going to be worth today, because of inflation, because of opportunity cost opportunity cost is if you had this money right now and you could invest it into other opportunities, how much would you get compared to in this investment, right? Because you're not comparing, oh, I'm gonna get 10% a year on this right now, and that makes it a good investment. You need to compare it to the other opportunities that you have. And then that makes it a worthwhile investment, because more expert investors may be able to get higher returns on certain investments. And then back of the envelope, that's a type of analysis which, before actually investing in a property, you're finding out as soon as possible, very quickly. That's why it's called back on the envelope. Is this property something I should invest in or not? And then I went through loads of spreadsheets, because there's a lot of financial analysis, a lot of calculations in underwriting. Underwriting is performing a financial analysis on a property and finding out how much investment or how much return you can make on a property. Is it a worthwhile investment? Okay, and then I went over a real estate report from a massive company talking about the Dubai market in real estate. And then after that, I talked about I talked about some people I spoke to, both on WhatsApp and on a virtual call. These are real estate agents, and they told me some really important things, alhamdulillah. So YouTube videos. Yeah, and then I went over loads of YouTube videos. Let's go through them very quickly. First one, focus on the relationship, not the deal. And it's the same with any sales call. Stop trying to make money from the customer. Start trying to provide value for them instead. And that's where that money is going to start flowing in. Because people can smell that commission breath. The commission breath is, let me see if that's an actual term, because I heard other people say it. Commission breath is when a salesperson's desperation for a deal is so obvious it practically stings. So it's a real term, guys. I'm just going to skip through these YouTube videos. And then the last thing that I thought was really interesting is to build your connections, because remember, connections, your network is your net worth. To build connections, you can do something as simple as going to a coffee shop and buying drinks for people, because those people, these people who you're buying drinks for, they're gonna build that relationship with you, because you're not trying to get anything from them. I mean, not yet anyway. And you're just trying to provide value for them. If they see you as a genuine person and you're just trying to learn, then that's a new connection which is going to help you expand your business in real estate, inshallah. So yeah, that's the presentation. And I have got an appointment with the Writing Center for a university application, inshallah. And I haven't even written it. And then I have to carry out my Kandara. I haven't even read 2 pages of Quran or did my morning routine, so I need to do that real quickly, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. Hopefully this video was useful, even if you don't want to get into real estate.